Alright, what's up? I'm X Factor, this is Minecraft, and welcome again to another Snapshot rundown. This time it's 13 week 2A, because it's the second week of 2013 if you haven't already figured out the naming convention. I don't think I'm going to have to explain that anymore. First off, we'll just go over here to a little bug that is out. It'll be fixed pretty soon, I think, with the new textures. The dispenser's just recognizing itself as a furnace, or texturing itself as a furnace, but it's still fully functional as a dispenser. It looks kind of cool though. And on that note, the furnace and the dispenser have the same icon. So that's enough of that. Let's delete everything here. And where to go? Well, you've already seen this, so let's head over here. We have some new blocks. These are the marble blocks. They're pretty easy to craft. Or not marble, they look like marble. They're quartz blocks is what they are. So we have quartz slabs, stairs, block of quartz, chiseled quartz, and pillar quartz. And then just a little bit more. Stairs and slabs are relatively easy to craft. You probably know how to do that already, but the nether quartz is just 4 quartz. 4 nether quartz together makes a block of quartz. And then you take the slabs, put them together to get chiseled quartz, or put 2 blocks of quartz together to get pillar quartz. And this will yield, if we do this, this will yield 2. Everything is 1 to 1. There you go. So, like that. There we go. And you know what? It looks quite nice. I think the stairs and the slabs are a little bit plain, especially in relation to like these ones. And then it goes together to a full block, which is, I don't know. I think these guys still need to have a smooth version when you put the single slab. I think that needs to be available. But yeah, I've created a little bit of a building over here. Looks kind of cool. I actually like using these pillar quartz even in the floor. I wish you could place it like logs though, because I think these lines would be really cool for like the barriers of walkways. But anyway. Yeah, the bottom texture is really nice too, compared to like sandstone, which is another nice block with a crappy bottom. You have to use smooth sandstone. Anyway, it needs a little bit more contrast, I think, though. It's almost too white. The other ones are nice, but the stairs, the slabs, and the simple blocks. Anyway, this is not an opinion piece. Well, we're here, so the next thing we're going to look at is we can now use the anvil to name mobs. So, I'm going to take this slime here, and we can change the name to, what's a slime name? I don't know, Sam. Sam the slime. There we go, so we're going to get a mob egg for Sam, and then we can spawn Sam in. This will make a lot more sense with the other eggs that I've prepared, so I'm just going to get my diamond sword and take out Sam. This is more for map making than anything right now, and you'll see why. Let's get rid of that. Let's change my game mode / game mode 0, and we'll get Steve and Billy the Kid. So we're gonna spawn these guys in, and they're gonna attack us like so. And when we die, we can see I was shot by Billy the Kid. If he was holding a bow and it was named, it would have said, was shot by Billy the Kid with such and such, as far as I'm aware. Other than that, some death messages have been changed. You no longer fall to your death, you fall from a high place. So if we go to a high place, this should do it. There we go, I fell from a high place. You can, I think apparently you can get it to be fell from a cliff or was pushed off a cliff, but I have no idea how to get that to work. I think if you get knocked back by a mob and go off a cliff, then it'll recognize. But I'm not going to experiment with it right now. Let's keep going with the anvils. So, if we go over here, we can also name chests with anvils. So this is my diamond chest. I'm going to pick up this empty chest here, and all we have to do is put it in an anvil and rename it. So it's now a new chest. And it only costs 5 levels. There we go. Just like this one. This is also a new chest. You can also, let's see, still if you middle click, it's just going to be a chest. The single chest takes priority, or the named chest takes priority, so you can only have to name one chest, spend 5 levels to name one chest. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit, I think it would be useful for adventure maps, again, or just for fun, really. Yeah, let's go to the hopper. Now the hopper has been changed. It's got a icon now. It's not a work in progress, but if you throw it on the ground, the texture's screwed up. It's kind of like half end stone, half, or then a little bit less of wood with a thing sticking out. I think that's the actual, I think that's a pixel from the icon. I don't know. Let's get rid of that. So this is how you make the hopper now, is with a V with iron and then a chest in the middle, kind of similar to the shape of the block, and it has an inventory, so it's got a chest. What else? Oh yeah, so the rules of the hopper, how the hopper works, has sort of been changed. You see I put some items in it here. It's powered now. If I unpower it, it will put items into the chest. If I power it, it will stop. Yeah, so that's about all that does. It'll still suck up items like so. I think it's a little less finicky. I don't know. Anyway, that's how that works. The duplication glitch has been fixed. Come on, command block. Come on. Work, darn you. Almost there. There we go. Okay. Now, what to do? Oh yeah, let's go to, well, where we are right now with these trap chests. I didn't mention this before, but if you look around the loop here, it's a little bit more red compared to a normal chest. So a normal chest right around the lock area, you can see this is black and this is slightly more red. Again, if you open this, you see the red tongue. Supposedly these are supposed to send signals through walls. I can't get that to work how I think it's supposed to work. But what I have done is, and this could be what it's supposed to do, was break this wall here. Because if you put a comparator, it'll send a signal to a comparator through a wall. So also it's a little bit more quartzy, the comparator. It's kind of cool. So if we take items out of this chest, I don't know if you heard the note blocks, but they've gone off. These torches are on, and then if I fill it back up, those torches will go off. So yeah, I expect things will be played around with coming up in the future. And last but not least, certainly not least, we got a cool new thing with minecarts. So, minecart with chests. So we got these new activator rails, and these activator rails are used for TNT carts, which are really cool. The activator rails are just made with strips of iron with nothing in the middle, and then you get an activator rail. TNT cart is just a minecart plus TNT. So yeah, actually, you know what? I want to see something. It's not in the crafting menu, but no. Okay, you can't craft dispenser carts yet, and I assume the same with mob spawner carts. I think you'll be able to get them with like NBT edit or editing NBT tags, but I don't know. So let's just take a look at this here. I'll break this torch. Oh, I need that torch. I need this torch. Okay. So how the minecart with TNT works, the TNT cart, if you place it down, this activator rail is off, keep in mind. So we're going to send it down, and when it leaves, and it's just going to go. It's just going to go. So if we break this about here, I think that should be good enough. If we send another cart down, off it goes. When it leaves the track, it's going to blow up. And what happened was it was still on this, but it just sort of left the track. I'll do it again. There we go. It's like the second it leaves the track, it blows up. Now, let's fill this back in, because we're going to need this. And we'll now power the activator rail. send a minecart down, and as soon as it passes close to the activator rail, it will, well, activate, and then it'll blow up. So that's how that works. Again, I can see a ton of uses for these in adventure maps, just like having TNT whiz past and blow up as you're walking through, and yeah, I think it'll be cool. Or like underneath you is traps going off, whatever. I think that's about it for the snapshot. It's a small one. There's a couple of bug fixes. The texture thing seemed to be a big deal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they have previously all the textures were in one file and they're all sort of together. I think now each texture has its own individual file, and then the game stitches the textures back together, as it were. So it sort of picks, oh, this is the front face, and then puts them together. What this will do is will allow the game to use HD textures without MC Patcher or anything like that. So, yeah. You know what? This is actually shorter than I thought. Let's try... I gotta deactivate my sensor here. I think I can get these guys to knock me off a cliff. And we'll see what that does. It'd be interesting if, you know, it recognized, oh, you fell out of a tree, or player fell out of a tree, instead of just, okay, you go to hell. Player fell out of a tree, player fell off a cliff, that kind of stuff. But, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, let's fly over to this cliff here. A nice sheer face. And I was spawning pigs up here to try to get them to push me off the cliff and see if that worked, but it makes more sense that it would be angry mobs that did that. So we'll set the time to 13,000. Oh, time. We'll set the time to time set 13,000. That should be nighttime. We'll spawn a couple of zombies in here. And this is just spawn zombie. Let's name this. Let's rename these guys. Well, let's go Steve again. What the hell? So now, if I change my game mode to survival, here we go. I got pushed off the cliff, and there we go. So X-Factorian was knocked from a high place by Steve. So it recognizes that I got knocked back, and then it said that Steve did it. There you go. Okay, so that's a little bit more info into the improved death tags or death messages, as it were. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you've made it with me to the end of the video, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.